Hello. I'm having some serious technical issues here. Hi, Crystal. Anyways, nothing coming up. No. I got connected and then it just disconnected me like several times. So I don't know what's going on. DEA Exotics. Hey, what's up, bud? Oh, good. Good, good. So, anyways, just get on here quick and let everybody know that we are coming up on a shipping window, and I will be posting price lists on my Dean's Tarantulas on Facebook. Um, Unfortunately, shipping is how shipping is, and it's expensive. Um, Generally, about pretty close to $50 for overnight, and 30 for 2 day. But I have issues with shipping. I don't like paying all that shipping, but some people do it. But yeah, I'll put a price list up on my Facebook page for anybody that wants any. Um, oh, those are a fun species. I'm gonna see if I can find mine or not. Oh God. Ooh, push the fingers. All right, let's see here. There she is. She's loads of fun. Very pretty. I'll have to do like a Halloween presentation, I think, um, on her Halloween. Oh, torpedoes and tarantulas. Hey, buddy. TJs. Hey, genetic hunters. Uh, 10 people. Holy cow. They're killing me. Anyways, like I was saying, I'm going to be putting up a price list on my Facebook page, um, along with shipping. We have a pretty good window coming up. Um, it's 60s, 70s here during the day and dropping down into the 40s at night. But overnight shipping is going to be great. I'm going to be going through Reptiles Express, so it's all on the up and up. So look for that on like I said, um, my Facebook page. Anybody have any questions? Uh, you know what? Our first sack was not good. We had one single survivor. It was horrible. But the second one, we might have a couple of dozen. I'm not sure. Then I talked to a few other breeders about Brachypelma albiceps, and they get to the point near the end, and then they'll pull it, and they're not getting a lot of survivors. It's kind of like I am. The blue leg baboon, Monosyntropus balfouri, from the Socotra Island blue baboon. And I do have some babies actually. Um, yeah, let me disconnect here and I'll show you what I've been up to. I've been really super busy. Yeah, it is kind of a mouthful. Heather, your life is not complete without a spider. You got to get one. Let me see here. So I didn't make a video on this or anything, but these are all OBTs, or Tarantulas marinus. These are Grammostola pulchripes, the Chaco golden knee, and these are the Brachyphelma boime, or the fire leg. And there's more fire legs there, and more down here. I've got them separated. As I feed them, I kind of just move them around. We kind of do the shuffle here, but I see there's some here eating. I don't know if you can see that very well, but I started with them. I started fruit flies, and they weren't getting full very quick. So we moved on to mealworms pretty quick. Yeah, it's a lot of babies, and I still have a lot to go, like the OBTs. Um, they're all being separated here in the next few days. But they are all ready. Yeah, they're pretty quick already. Those are Tarantulas marinus, or what people nowadays call them, the orange baboon tarantula. Holy cow! Yeah, it is a lot of mouths to feed. I usually spend a good 2 or 3 hours in here a day. Let me see. We've got another Monocentropus balfouri egg sac, but I don't really want to disturb it right now. And then I'm still separating the still here. I'm gonna come over here and get this opened up. Oh, that's wonky. Okay. Yeah. I usually wicked tarantulas. Thanks for joining us, by the way. But I usually stick to terrestrial. But here is some Grammostola pulchripes that have not been separated yet. Oh, there we go. But they're all ready. I'm not even going to guess how many's there because I'm a horrible guesser. Apparently, I can't count. I need to go back to school or something. So, yeah. And that's just one deli cup. And I have another one. We've already separated one. So there's still two. They're honest. It looks like it, huh? That's all the webbing. It looks pretty funny. Let me go put this back. Okay. Yeah, and we're still expecting a few more. No, that wasn't a bad egg sac, TJ. That was a second instar spiderlings. They're all just bunched up like that, and they like to web, and they like to. I guess they stay like right on top of each other, really close, so they look like they're huge. So just one more way to defend themselves, I guess. But yeah, we do have a few more egg sacs to do by the end of the year. Let's see. Anytime, TJ. Sergio, thanks for joining us. I'd like to scroll back but I'm not even gonna touch my screen because I'll mess it up. I will. Have any other questions? Do we want to see anything else? Maybe. I'll see if I can see if you guys can see the Belforet. Okay, these guys are tiny. I seen a hello there, but I don't know who it was from. Hello back. Thanks for joining us. Let me see if we can get a. Wow, I'm really horrible at this. I wonder if I can switch my screen around. Oh, hey, Jared. Let's see. I don't know if you can see him in there or not. Yeah, they are tiny. Oh, I got plenty of curly hairs. We'll see you later, torpedoes. Jeff. I'll just call you Jeff. That's your name, right? So, yeah, as I said, Slash Master, what's up, buddy? As I said, I'm going to be putting a price list on my Facebook, Dean's Tarantula page, for anybody that's interested. We are coming up on some really good shipping weather, unless you live in North and South Carolina, of course, right now. Any other questions? How long have I been keeping tarantulas? Since 97. So, yeah, 21 years, a little over 20. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, I'll see if I can. Yeah, curly hairs are really good for beginners. Well, shoot. That doesn't want to work, does it? I don't know if you can see that or not. No. There we go. That's the Brachypelma hamori, or the Mexican red knee. And we're not really having a whole lot of luck this year breeding them. I bred 5 of my females. 2 of them have already molted, and I'm not seeing any progression with the other 2. So I must have did something wrong with the cooling period or something. Maybe next year or whenever I get another male. Yeah, you don't want to look at me. Look at the spider. There we go. All right. A little tripod is being wonky here. Okay. Who wants to see the snake? Who wants me to get bit? She's nippy, I tell you. Oh, here she is. Yeah, she immediately wants to just bite. She's been really good the past couple of days. Went to go pick her up and oh, I missed something there. Yeah, just one snake. I got really lucky with this. Um, she's a pied. She's gorgeous, and she's starting to mellow out a lot. But the first day I got her, she tried to bite my face off like 6 times. She's still young, and we're working together. We'll get it worked out. We'll get it figured out, and hopefully I can use her for my school presentations and stuff, along with the spiders. But yeah, she's being really good right now. Let's see if we can. Hi, Mom. Yeah, it might have been that, Crystal. A lot of stress and everything else, but she's eaten a couple of times since she's arrived, and and she's I'm gonna weigh her, not right now, but I'll weigh her sometime this week. But she's eaten 2 good meals since she's been here, in a week. Um, so we'll see. Thank you, Heather. Yeah, she's really beautiful, and this is from Euphoric Reptiles. They're just awesome guy to deal with. I like that little alien head there. Yeah, she's being really good. She's starting to, like I said, she's starting to tame down. We've been working together Um, almost every day I try to get in here and handle her. And we've decided to name her Jewel, which is a good name. See, my chat keeps going in and out. Thank you, Crystal. No, she's just a pet. I don't have any intentions on doing that. Things might change, several years from now, but I have my hands full with spiders and snakes. Um, just the care and expenditures and everything. I could for one snake I could have 50 spiders. Um, so she's more time. Yeah, I have enough mouths to feed. Yeah, well, we'll see. A few years. Ooh, what's going on? Yeah, I have my last two egg sacs, probably over 1,500 babies, and that's a lot of time housing and feeding. Hi, Natalie. Cheaper to breed tarantulas. Yeah, yeah. If you have spiders, it's always in your best interest to get it's always in your best interest to get a mealworm uh, farm going. Just a small farm usually does a trick if you only have a few. Thanks, Salty. Yeah, just out of my Brachypelma boehmei and Grammostola pulchripes, there's the 1,500, and I haven't even counted the Ternocules marinus or the OBTs, and I'm guessing that's well over 200 there. Um, and then we have another Monosyntropus balfouri exec that's due soon. Yeah, yeah. It started out because I was afraid of spiders, and I was in that stage of my life where I wanted to just overcome things. Yeah, no, I know your name is Gay, and thank you for joining us too. Um, but what was I saying? Oh yeah, yeah. I actually started with one spider, and then within 2 years, I was breeding. I had my own website, and that was back in '99 and 2000 and 2001, and then I took a break from all that, um, but I kept a few of my spiders. Um, but I just started really getting back into it in the last 6, 7, 8 years, maybe. And I've only recently, in the past maybe 3 years, decided to kind of put myself out there socially. She is cocked back. She wants to. She's just waiting for something to strike. Like I said, we're working on it. It's gonna be a while, I'm sure. I don't know. She's just nippy. Hey, out of the jungle reptiles, what's up? And I've been trying to handle her every day, so she's not afraid of me, but she's still she's still like that. Thanks, man. Yeah, we'll figure it out. There you go. All right, I'm gonna put her back. She's all stressed. All right. We have any other questions? Anybody? Jay, how's it going, buddy? I haven't seen your last video. I've seen it pop up, but I've been meaning to watch it. Um, but between this and my kid and dinner and World of Warcraft, but I'll get to it. I promise. Thanks, Jay. I think you're awesome too. Um, like I said, for anybody that's coming in late, I'm going to be putting a price list on my Facebook, Dean's Tarantulas page. Um, there's nothing I can do about the shipping though. It's just ridiculous. It's like $50 for next day and 30, 29.30 for 2 day. See you later, Ed. Thanks for stopping by. Is Ed going live? I have to jump over there. Yeah, it's ridiculous, DEA, but you know, you too, bud. How can you tell if you have a male or a female? Right around, and some people can do this a lot earlier, but I don't worry about it because if it's a male, I'll generally use it anyways. But right around 2.5 or 1.5 to 2 inches after the molt, you'll be able to see the inside. Let me see if I have something here. Ugh, these are all broken up. Hmm. Let me see. Yeah, all these molts are like dried up and broken. But yeah, females will have a crap, a flap in between on the inside of the molt, between the book lungs, and you should be able to see it. I need to make a video on that actually. And males, they won't have that spermatheca present at all. Um, some people can tell early on, when they're an inch. Or, yeah, if you could use a microscope, Jay. I just like I said, I don't care. I don't. It doesn't bother me if they're male or female. And that's another thing about my local customers and my customers at the expos. When they purchase a spiderling and they're adamant about having a female, I'm like, well, if it does happen to turn into a mature male in 3 to 5 years, look me up and we'll just exchange it. Um, I don't have any. You know what? I do have a mature male. Most species of mature males, they do have tibial hooks, and palpal bulbs, and that's how you'll know. I thought you meant when they're younger, but let me see if I can find a male here. Okay, and this is going to be a male Brachyphelma vagans, or Mexican red rump, and he is matured. I want to see if I can get him around here. See if, oh, well, you know what? I don't know if you can see the tibial hooks or not. Let me see if I can get him to move a little bit, or a lot. Yep. Raise your leg up there, buddy. Get him up there. You see those hooks there, right there and there, and then the palpal bulbs right there. See the hook? Yeah, and like I said, this is a male Brachypelma vagans, or Mexican red rump. And those are only visible at the mature molt. Any other questions? That was a good question, Crystal. I like that. Thank you. Yeah, that's pretty funny. And they vibrate with their whole body. A lot of species vibrate with their whole bodies. Getting back to what I was saying, not all species have tibial hooks. African species that don't, um, and there's some from India that don't, or in that general area that don't have tibia hooks. So it's kind of hard to see if they're male or female. But any other questions before we wrap this up? I really appreciate you guys showing up. No, the hooks. Okay. What happens is those hooks, they're made specifically to hook her fangs and hold her up, so his palpal bulbs underneath can go to work. Bird eater. When they first discovered large hairy spiders in South America, the first one depicted on a drawing happened to be eating a dead bird. Whether or not it caught that bird, or if it was just eating the dead bird, I don't know. But and from that point on, all large spiders from South America, not all of them, but most of them had the name bird eater in them. But what you're probably thinking of is the Theraposa stearmi, or Theraposa blondi, which is the Goliath bird eater. What is wet mulch? I don't really know. I don't I don't really have any uh, too many issues with molting. We have to we generally when they're smaller. Yeah, like I said, out of the jungle reptiles. I will be posting a price list on my Facebook Dean's Tarantula page, and I should be shipping starting this next week. Uh, but getting back to the wet molt thing, it's easier to sex a molt um, because they dry up quick in a little bit of soapy water. And I don't know if that's what you're talking about or not, but and my chat's gone again, of course. YouTube. There it is. Tarantula Channing. Hey, what's up? So yeah, I do have some for sale. Oh, gracious. I pushed the button. Okay. Um, through it? No. Uh, Once they molt, you'll be able to see on the inside of the molt if it's male or female, given that they're large enough. There's not very many that are sexually dimorphic. I think that's the right word. They all look the same up until they're mature molt. But there are some, however, that you'll know for sure. Um, and sometimes, if you've been keeping spiders a long time, and you're keeping track of their growth rate and all this stuff, you can pretty much have a good guess at what's going to be male and what's going to be female. Any other questions? Do I name my tarantulas? No. I did. My first one was teeny because it was ultra small, um, and it was a Brazilian black, and I paid like $25 for it plus shipping. I think I spent more on shipping than no, I didn't. Shipping was a little better back then, a little less costly. Um, and then I got up to about 21, and then I stopped naming them, and then I haven't really named them since. I just have way too many. Counting babies right now, probably well over 3,000. Easy. Yeah, all kinds of people on here still. Any other questions? All right. I need to maybe set this up next time so that. Thanks, Thomas. Awesome. Yeah, I think next time I'll set this up so that you guys are actually looking at a spider and not me, because spiders are so much prettier than I am. Um, but yeah, does anybody else have any questions? In this pretty soon. Any escapees lately? No, actually, I haven't. And you know, if I had any, I probably wouldn't worry too much because they're going to be really comfortable in this room. There's no way in, there's no way out, and there's I'm sure they can find something to eat. I would, Thomas, that is a good question. A couple of good questions actually. I would remove bolus, um, malts, not so much. But boluses for sure. You're going to get forward flies and mold and all that good stuff. It's never good. Um, should you worry about overfeeding your tarantula? You know, it, when I'm breeding, I don't worry too much because the female she's going to get huge anyways. But just a pet, I would keep the abdomen slightly bigger than the carapace. Anything other than that, I mean, anything larger than that, you might have complications from in molt, but I haven't really ran into any situations like that. It's kind of a uh, I don't want to say a myth, but people are saying it. Apparently, they've had complications with spider obesity and molting, but I've never had any issues like that, and I've been doing this for a long time. As far as the boluses, yeah, I would. I mean, if you forget one or two, it's not a big deal. But I'd pull them out, and if you have a way to get some, you know, it, and that's a good question there, Thomas. Um, if you have to dig them out of their burrow to get that bolus out, I wouldn't. What you can do is get some like sow bugs, pill bugs, wood lice, um, and some. There's all kinds of little critters that will help um, keep that habitat cleaned up. If you happen to miss one or two bolus, and it's weird that they would keep that bolus inside their burrow. Usually they take it on the other end of the cage or habitat and drop it off. Mine like to do it in the water dishes. But other than that, yeah, if you can get to the boluses, you know, great. But if you can't, I wouldn't worry too much about it. As long as you keep it semi-arid in that area of the boluses, it's not going to mold up and stuff. It shouldn't. Oh, no problem. No problem. Yeah, I've had my fair share of issues with mold and forward flies, and it's just it. The list goes on, and forward flies can destroy an egg sac in a heart. You know it until you're opening it up and it's full of baby flies. Disgusting. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. You guys take care, and thank you very much for popping on here. And if you guys have any further questions, you can either instant message me on Facebook or not Instagram though. I don't get any. I don't hardly get any kind of notification on that. Um, cool, Thomas. Thanks again for popping on. Um, but you guys take care, and I will be putting that list up on my Facebook page very soon, within the next couple of days, so we can start boxing stuff up for people. Um, y'all take care, and have a good night.